All right, so want to be in the know about that SNL premiere, but, maybe not the whole 3-hour thing.
Yeah.
We got you. We're going deep, deep, deep into all that political satire they used to kick off season 50.
Oh, nice.
This CNN article is going to be our guide.
Okay.
Get ready to laugh. Maybe, think a little bit, too.
Always interesting to see how SNL tackles, the political landscape, especially during an election year like this.
Right.
They always seem to, capture the mood, give us that comedic mirror. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they did not disappoint this time. Okay, Maya Rudolph as Kamala Harris. I mean, nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
The article, it mentions how she compares her campaign to that Sabrina Carpenter song Espresso.
Uh-huh.
The one she's like, the lyrics are vague, but the vibes slap.
It's funny because it's kind of like, are they just trying to be relatable or, is there something deeper there? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Makes you wonder.
totally, like riding the wave or like a real strategy. It makes you think. But it's not just the writing, it's Rudolph. She embodies Harris, the voice, the little things she does.
It's those details that make it more than just an impersonation, right? You just know, and that's how they get you. It's not just a laugh. It's like, oh, that's real, but satire.
And speaking of spot on, Jim Gaffigan as Tim Walz. I was dying. All Minnesota nice, even jokes about his suit being from Costco.
See, that's them using those regional things. We all picture Minnesota nice, so to see Gaffigan do it, perfect.
Right. Funny, because it could be true. And that's
Yeah.
where the satire works, right? That little truth in the exaggeration. Okay, but the best. James Austin Johnson as Trump. The voice, the mannerisms, it's him. This time, the crowd at his rally, they're slowly leaving as he talks and talks and talks for hours.
Visually, it just says it all.
Yeah.
It's not just making fun of how he talks, but that feeling, some voters might have this time around, just with everything.
Totally. Like, we hear, you can talk forever, but what are you even saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And showing people leaving, that's that feeling of, okay, enough.
Yeah.
Small thing, but adds so much to the joke.
And then there's Bowen Yang as J.D. Vance. Talk about a pair. Did they get into that whole relationship? How'd they make fun of that dynamic? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Okay.
They had this line where Vance Yang, he goes, how much do we love Donald Trump? Just this afternoon, he told me, JD, you're like a son to me because I don't like you and I'm stuck with you.
Oof. Brutal. Even for SNL. But it's true, though, right? That whole thing between them has always been kind of...
Exactly. And making it even bigger than it is, well, that's SNL talking about all those political teams, Especially these days when it feels like nobody's on the same page.
Right.
Makes you think, what does it even mean to support someone when you don't agree with all the stuff?
Whoa, deep. Okay, see, this is why I love these deep dives with you. It's not just jokes. It's like we're figuring things out.
Well, good satire always has more to it, right? But whoa, can we talk about who they even got for this premiere? Andy Samberg, Dana Carvey, Gene Smart. Those are some big names.
Right. Talk about a way to start their 50th season. What do you think? Having those guys back, is it just for fun or is there something more to it?
I mean, it's got to be good for ratings.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a reunion. But I think it also says a lot about how important SNL has been. They're a comedy institution.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, we've been doing this 50 years, seen everything, and we're not going anywhere, still going to make you laugh.
Yeah. And think, too, right? Even with everything so divided these days, we can still just laugh together.
So true. Common ground through laughing. Okay, so we've talked impressions, jokes, big names. Anything else before we wrap up this SNL deep dive?
It really seems like SNL wants to be that voice.
Yeah.
Talking about what's going on, especially with all the political stuff. As we get closer to the election, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that, using humor and all that, to show us ourselves, even if it's a little messed up.
Yeah, because sometimes you just got to laugh about it all.
Exactly.
So to everyone listening out there, as we go through this whole election thing, remember what we said about satire. It's more than just a joke. It's about really paying attention, thinking about it, and maybe even a little hope.